What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Professor Goodfeels show. You know, and I just want to get to the point because on my channel, I constantly talk about some sort of enlightenment, some sort of joy, some sort of passion or whatever. But I got to be real too. There's another side of me that's incredibly pessimistic. There's another side of me that's cynical as fuck. There's another side, that side is wounded. That side is still in pain. And I just want to be transparent on where that comes from within me. You know, that comes from not knowing where I belong on this planet. That comes from me not knowing where I fit in this entire world. Because when I think about how I speak, how I move, how I talk, and just who I am, sometimes I'm just like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that in this life, right? What is that supposed to do for me? Because I can do for other people. You gonna feel good when you hang around me, when you chill and kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? You gonna experience that fun, playful side or whatever. But the pessimistic side of me comes from not knowing what I can do with that to better my life in a way. You see, as I got older and I started to really understand what it is that I seek, such as purpose, I realize now why the way I think is so separate from my generation and just people in general. That's why I understand people who want to exit themselves out of this life simply because of not knowing what to do, not knowing how to move, how to navigate. Because what I've been taught, how I've been taught how to move, how to exist, or how to quote unquote live, to me, it just didn't jive in my system. It was something that just pulls me in a different direction. It's not laziness. It's not, you know, a lack of motivation, but it's like no matter how hard you try, you can't force a puzzle. You can't force a piece to fit where it doesn't belong on a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Me feeling like, okay, I'm that piece that's just not supposed to exist in this life. And then it makes me feel, I go deeper into it. The same genius that I use to program my mind is the same genius that can also be to my detriment. Just keeping it a being with y'all, man. And it's like I feel like God made a mistake when I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I never talk too much about God or nothing like that, but I'm not Christian, I'm not any of this other stuff, whatever. Again, it just I haven't found the one that just made me feel like I belong there. And maybe it'll happen in time. Now these moments that I'll be feeling, they are temporary. I did make sure to use, like I said, that same level of awareness and understanding to tune myself to my dominant way of thinking, such as things is always working out for me. I'm always winning. Everything is working out. Don't worry about it. You good. You straight. Just keep on keeping on and keep doing you. Keep enjoying the ride. Right. That's my dominant. But like I said, I do want to be transparent on the other side of me, the side of me that feels like it's not enough. I'm never going to be enough. I'm never going to have what it is that I want. This isn't going to work and blah blah. But I'm aware enough to know that's just a moment because I've gotten more of what it is that I asked for, such as the woman that I'm dating now. She's more than what it is that I asked for, and I love her dearly. I deeply do. And I noticed that the things that I got from her is what I prayed to God for. So I know it's working. It's just working at its own divine time, and that's why I always say, trust the process. You know, rock with it the best way that you can. But just keep on going. Don't stop. I make these videos for y'all, but I also make these videos for me too because sometimes it can be a drag. It can get difficult sometimes. It's like, what the fuck? What am I doing wrong? Especially when you trying to do certain things differently or you trying to expand yourself, but it feel like you literally being pushed back. That's why I said in one of my vids a while back ago, the same miracles God can use to bless you are the same miracles that can be used to hold you back from certain things or hold you or to protect you from going through certain things that you can't see coming. That's why I get what they say, like God working mysterious ways. Because I just pray for just change within my life, and I've gotten it. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten certain things, but I guess it's just my logic that wanted to just accelerate quicker, you know? And I always tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Trust in yourselves, man. Trust and believe in who you are. You are here for a purpose, you're here for a reason. But also validate how you feel in certain moments. I notice us a lot of people nowadays, not even just guys, but a lot of people nowadays have a hard time expressing their grief, their sadness, they confusion, they loneliness, they doubt, they worry, they stress. You know what I'm saying? Because we just used to hiding that shit. We used to hiding or putting certain parts of ourselves in the back of our minds, but still smile while we out and about, kicking it with our homies, kicking it with our friends and or family members and so on and so forth. But if I'm hurting or if I feel like I'm in doubt or I'm in lack, I admit that. I be telling I'll tell certain friends, you know what I'm saying? Some friends I can't tell because they not ready for those kind of conversations yet. No disrespect on them, but some people just ain't ready for that. They not ready for that level of openness, real and transparency, because they have yet to give it to themselves or meet someone that they feel compatible with, whatever is their reason. Other people be having their own struggles, their own things that they go through too. Yeah, 100%. But I'm not gonna try to lie to myself to feel like, oh well, there's people that have it worse or pretend like I have it like this when I don't. I can feel when you in a negative vibe, but I can't relate to someone who's been, beaten their entire life or, had this particular certain event happen to them. I can't relate to that, but you have your struggles for a reason. I still try to stick to that as best as I can and just be like, God, this is happening for me. This is some reason as to why this happened. But I can't block out the negative emotions. I refuse to block out the negative emotions and pretend like I am where I'm not, you know. But I just wanted to kind of vent to y'all about what I be feeling sometimes. And just ask, I guess, do y'all be feeling these kind of things too? And no matter what else you go through, keep trusting your process and remember you are not alone. You never have been and you never will be. I appreciate y'all for listening. If y'all made it to the end of this video, this is a long one. I haven't done it in a while, but thank you. I appreciate y'all. And thank you for being here today.